G'day everyone, following on from last week, we've made it to the Methven show and it's all done and dusted now, and we've had a bloody good weekend, and well, only half a weekend really, because we're just about to head up to West Melton to Calder's Yard, which we will stay until the Steam Extravaganza, which is coming up in maybe 3 weeks, I'd like to say. But no, it's been a bloody good run. We head down to the Brown pub in Methven and took a few people for rides around there, and went down to the cemetery with Mackay's to go see old Don, the granddad of Innes Mackay and father of Andy Mackay, who own the Roby that they've got. And yeah, no, it's been a really fantastic Saturday, and it's going to be a great Sunday too.
Another morning and another light up. 5 engines, 5 fires and 1 goal. To make steam and head for home. The A&P showgrounds remain in the shade as the mountains absorb the first glance of the morning sun over the shoulders of the Canterbury Plains. Back at camp, it's the usual story. Light a fire and feed it until the kettles boil. To get things started, a couple of rags are soaked in diesel. This acts like a giant fire starter and takes a lot of the pain out of getting big lumps of wood to catch light.
Rightio, so we've just soaked our rag in diesel, which is a good medium for us to light up now, and then we'll start on some wood, and then after that we'll get into the coal.
Some of the other engines have been kept warm throughout the night and are much quicker off the mark. The Roby is quick to make steam. The engine we'll be following today is Burrell 3255 as she makes her way north to Halkett near West Melton. Innes and Andy Mackay are ready to go, and it's see you later to the Roby. Three 3255 continues getting ready. It's a very hot and sunny day. Spark arrestor weather.
This here is my sun hat, so when it gets a bit sunny, I go like this, like, and actually protects me from the arteries point. You got to see it in full use now. Protects the sun hat.
And just like that, they're off. Ahead is a journey from the foothills almost down to the sea, across the mile-long Rakaia bridge and back uphill again to Halkett. Caleb Riley is steering and Thomas Kyle is driving. The first stop, and a gulp of crystal clear mountain water for the engine.
Yeah, I've done hot water. How's it going so far, fellas?
Pretty good. Yeah, we have
Great, good work.
Yeah, right. We're gonna make it, man. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be working. Got my man Caleb Dark here on the steering wheel.
Yeah, I want to
Man, he's like a disc jockey, man, up there. He's just flipping around. He's just doing whatever he's got to do, man, to make the thing work. It's good, man. Totally working.
I feel like a snake today, though. Snakies all over the road.
Dude, it's totally sick.
Just having a look.
No camera deportation.
Oh, sorry.
Rounding the bend at Highbank, and the road now follows the Rakaia River down through Burrell and on to Rakaia. Railway Hotel, Rakaia, and what a wonderful sight indeed. We've landed up here right on lunchtime and, can you believe it, now we'll have to stop and refuel ourselves for the next leg of the journey. They say choose your battles. Now how's this for a landmark? The mile-long Rakaia River Bridge carrying State Highway 1. A friendly local policeman, Caleb's dad, has come to escort us across because, as you can see, the traffic takes no time at all to back up the length of the bridge and then some. Leaving the state highway behind, and we're trekking on towards Dunsandel. Having met the State Highway again at Dunsandel, the road train crosses the Selwyn River Bridge before turning onto Telegraph Road at Norwood. It's more or less all uphill from here.
Are you alright? Are you all good?
One last water stop.
Who wants a fatty burger? Whoa, what a fatty
Arrival at the farm, where 3255 will be stabled for the next few weeks until the steam extravaganza. She has performed well throughout the weekend and is ready for her next adventure.